Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got videos today for modern dating here. You know, it's funny because this is the exact same thing that women always want to say. This is the oh, you can just hire a maid. You can just do all these things. You don't need me to cook and clean. Okay, we're going to do that. Now you have no contribution to the house. You're useless to me. You get nothing.
What was she referring to when she mentioned her contribution to the family? She hadn't worked for 10 years and didn't take care of the house either. So how did she contribute when she did nothing?
Honestly, at this point, I was so enraged and in tears, I screamed at him that he is being completely cruel and locked myself in the guest bedroom. So, am I the asshole for wanting the house if my husband dies before me? Top comment says, "You're the asshole." All caps, "It is not your house." He explained it to you. It was his first wife's house, and his reasoning for giving it to his daughter is sound. It was her grandparents' house, for goodness sake. It should stay in the family. Would you leave it to her when you died, or would she lose out on the property her mom inherited? And 47 is not too old to go back to work.
Nah, it belonged to his wife's family.
Yep.
It automatically belongs to his daughter.
And shout outs to the husband for making sure that his daughter gets what is hers.
If he inherited the house from his late wife, then it's not their marital home. They didn't purchase it together.
Correct.
But he should make alternate arrangements for her if possible.
Well, he gave, see, they say that, but he has a life insurance policy. I'm sure it's a hefty policy. I'm sure of it.
What's stopping her from working? If they had housekeepers, what the hell was she doing for 10 years? Why did she quit her job? Sorry you have no kids and chose to become a housewife? 1,000,000%. It was his late wife's house. And you decorating it doesn't make it yours. You are 47, not 80. You can get a job. Wait, so she stayed home and still had a house cleaner?
Yep.
What does she mean she watched over their home?
Yep.
Why was she expecting?
This is exactly how men see women, or, see women that say, oh, you can just hire a cook and a chef and a maid. Then what are you doing? What do you do other than take up space?
Expecting to take the house when she knew it belonged to his late wife's side of the family. They didn't purchase it. It was an inheritance. So his daughter would be the rightful person to keep it. Things are getting out of hand, and it's reached the point where people no longer want to be reasonable. She wants to take a property that belongs to someone else's family. This shows a lack of consideration and unwillingness to do the right thing. She knows his daughter.
I mean, it also kind of shows why she married this man in the first place, right? Because, he's well off, gave her a nice lifestyle. She didn't have to work. House was cleaned. So she got 10 years of being not an adult. Congratulations. Start being an adult again.
Should keep it, so her expectation makes no sense. They didn't have children, and he even hired people to do the chores. So I don't understand what she contributed to the house that would make her feel entitled to it.
I guess the gawk counts as, taking care of the house, I guess.
Additionally, why was she a stay-at-home wife when he was paying someone else to handle everything? What exactly was she doing? What's even more perplexing is the argument she's using to claim that it belongs to her. She talks about her contribution being the time she spent decorating it. She clearly doesn't live in the real world, as doing a few decorations here and there isn't enough to grant you part of someone else's property.
He also explained that I am the sole beneficiary of his life insurance, and any savings left will be equally divided between me and his daughter. However, I don't think this money would be enough for me to survive the rest of my life.
See, she wants the rest of her life. You guys hear that? I just realized that part right there. She never wants to do anything ever again. This is what women want. This is exactly the mode and the MO of women.
About starting work. She talks as if she's in her 70s. She still has time to work and sort out her housing situation. Since she's worried about her survival after he's gone, I think finding a job would be a great solution, as it would have given her the means to take care of herself, if needed. She should use this opportunity to start doing something with her life. This is what she should have done, instead of relying on someone else's inheritance to ensure she has a roof over her head. That house belongs to his daughter's grandparents, so she shouldn't be focused on it.
Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, ho. It's a motherfucking celebration. It's a celebration. This cause standing ready for the hearing with Judy submitted by testimony of the second court brigade magistrate court date that issued upon January 21st. Order Judge Decree Plaintiff Mihalang Chow is hereby awarded an absolute divorce! Divorce! Divorce from the defendant, Karim Skinner!
What men are out? Like, even when men are like happy for the divorce and stuff like that, we're not making videos like this, you know, because we're just probably just happy and we're just probably celebrating with our boys.
Woo woo! I don't even drink, bitch. But let's take a shot of water. It took way too long to get that divorce, but it's done. It's done. Too long, now I gotta move on. Do it all myself, what I need you for. Cheers to divorce. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm divorced from my ex. My ex. Free.
Oh yeah, I mean, what else would you have divorced?
Woo! Now I can move on with the next chapter of my life. Right before Valentine's Day, this is amazing. Thank you, God. God is good. I thought my New Year's was starting out rough for Lunar New Year's, but seems like it's going in a good direction because divorce!
I believe more likely he's the lucky one. Congratulations. I hope you find happiness. Also, don't forget to do the divorce cake with the girlfriends. I bet he is happier than she is, and lucky to have her out of his life. We don't know their personal circumstances, but this level of celebration for a failed marriage is wild. People are no longer taking marriage seriously,
No.
and this is why we constantly see situations like this. But based on her energy, I believe he was the one who ended up winning in this situation. This clip reminded me of Tia Mowry when she stated that she views divorce as graduation.
Yes.
According to her own words, she saw divorce as an achievement. It was the end goal of their marriage. It wasn't meant to last forever. It had
Which is
to end.
crazy.
The sad part is she went into that marriage with that mindset.
Yep.
I can't imagine the dynamic of those relationships where one of the parties believes it's not meant to last long. I know for sure it's not an easy journey. The good thing about this type of video is that they ended up leaving, which gives the guy the opportunity to find someone who is more serious about marriage or relationships in general. Those guys end up being the winners.
I mean, you could tell she's probably like most of the problem. Look at all the makeup. Look at the hair. Look at the nails. They look like freaking raptor claws that just, clawed up somebody. Bloody and everything.
As they were probably tirelessly trying to fight for a relationship with someone who wasn't interested in fixing it, as they were waiting for the graduation stage, the next chapter, as they called it.
No way I should be cooking for 5 hours for some man that is fully capable of doing it himself.
Wait. It takes you 5 hours?
What are you gonna do, just stand here? I think you should come in here and help me.
I appreciate the fact that you're this strong woman, but think about making some food, okay? Unless you pay some bills around here, you can't come in and tell the Jackster what to do.
Y'all never baked a cake?
No, but I watch shows on it.
Well, watching a show and doing it is two different things, yeah.
I've never, ever baked a cake.
Baking is really bonding for a family. I mean, you can't have a phone in your hand and be baking at the same time. And plus, you get to eat cake.
There we go.
And this, just break them up.
This looks so satisfying.
Surprisingly, even Jason comes downstairs to join the family.
I couldn't believe that my dad was just sitting there without his phone or anything. He was just watching us, supervising us. He was having a good time with us.
The pace of the home is actually, it's a little different right now. Like I say, it's a little slower pace. It's cool to just kind of settle down and do stuff together.
I guess this
I was wondering what this was. His wife swap. Okay.
experience is going to affect Jason's perspective on his current marriage.
I think
because
it is.
now he sees what he was missing. He was able to see the other side of things, and apparently he likes it. At this point, it's clear that both men share the same opinion when it comes to what they are looking for in a wife.
Yep.
That's garbage. Jack generalizes everything on male or female. He differentiates everything based on what gender you are, and it sucks.
I appreciate the fact that you're this strong woman, but think about making some food. The traditional husband immediately starts missing his traditional wife, while the modern family can't believe what they've been missing out on all this time. Notice both men appreciate only one of those women. Notice. One woman is focused on herself and the other is focused on the family. Race has nothing to do with it.
It really does.
That black guy is going
sorry, it really doesn't. Sorry, I meant to say that.
To divorce after this. One of those husbands isn't going back to his wife. So she believes she shouldn't cook for a man who can do it for himself. But we already know she won't keep the same energy when there's an intruder or when the bill becomes part of the conversation. Those are the times she'll want to remind her partner that he should take care of those things, even though she should be doing them herself. This short scenario reflects the reality of many households, and they're the first to act surprised when things don't work out.
Yep.
This is a trend in our current generation. Most people enter relationships mainly focused on what they can get out of it. They're not willing to understand or get to know their spouse's needs, which often creates an uncomfortable environment that usually leads to separation, as the other party will always be unsatisfied in the marriage. The selfish mindset doesn't help when it comes to relationships, and this is another reason many aren't lasting as long anymore, at least not like they used to.
Yeah, this is why I totally understand why most of you guys, a lot of chunk of men now, don't even want to get married, don't want to deal with this, don't want to deal with women. But you also saw the other side of this video where there was a good woman that showed things that was, the family was just like, what? What's this? We're baking today? And sometimes you'll never experience these things if you never put yourself out there. It's like you guys watch channels like mine and things like that and you protect yourselves. But if you never put yourself out there, you're not going to see firsthand what you're missing out on or what you do want to protect yourself from, right? Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And